where I teach you how to start flipping houses and make more money, or if you are already doing it, how to grow your business and make more money. I don't know if any of that showed up. You're on the Bigger Flip Show. So I had a student who sold a house today. He's got the wire today. He really sold it yesterday, and he sold it for $550,000. What is interesting is that I helped him buy it for $290,000. So let me tell you this crazy story. Student comes to me and he goes, "I think I have a deal. Can you come see this property?" And we went to the property and he could not get access to it. Property was vacant for many, many years. So I got him inside. Let's just not say how I got inside, but we got inside and I looked at it and I go, "You have to buy this property for the number. You have to." And he was concerned. He was worried. And I held his hand and said, "You got to buy this house." He bought the house. And then what was interesting is that the house had 2 bedrooms. The the stairs from the attic went from one of the bedrooms, which really doesn't mean it's an effective bedroom because if anybody wants to use the upstairs, the attic, they have to go through that bedroom. So I showed him how to shut that off and make the stairs in a different place. He did that, so it was now a 3 bedroom, and he fixed it up. He put money into it. He didn't make $260,000 in profit, but he just sold it for 550 and got the money today. So he made a tremendous amount of money. It was a very, very, very good deal. And what I find with a lot of students is that they are fearful and afraid of pulling the trigger and doing that deal. And they come to me, and I very often tell them, "You have to buy this property at this number. It's great. There's a million things you can do with it. You can wholesale at that number. He could have wholesaled the property. He could have wholetailed the property, which he didn't do, but he rehabbed the property and he maxed out the most value." And I find that a lot of students are very concerned with taking any sort of risk. And I guess I know that I'm pretty good at managing risk, but I don't see the risk if you're buying something at the right price. Really, to me, there is no risk. The only time there's risk is so I'll give a couple examples of when there is some risk. One is if you just cannot comp out the property. There's nothing like it there. Usually on the high side. If it's smaller than the typical property out there, it's not such a big deal. Greg, you know who my student is because he just closed on the property. Thank you, Greg, for showing up. You're the one person watching. And thank you for saying you love my videos. So if it's, if you're buying something that's really inexpensive in a high end area, even if you can't comp it, you're probably going to be fine. The problem comes when you've got like the nicest house in an area and somebody's trying to convince you that it's worth so much more than everything else. That I would stay away from. Be careful. So I don't see it as risky, right? If it's a skill that you're going to have to learn. I teach my students how to do it, but you need to be able to comp out a property really quickly in a couple of minutes. You need to be able to look. Yes, you need to be able to look. Usually at the MLS or some kind of other tool like PropStream or some tool, and be able to figure out this house is probably worth X, and if I pay Y for it, it makes sense. That is something that you need to do. Some of my students want me to figure it out. Oh, I have another student today. We're going to contract on a joint venture deal in Elmont, and that's a deal we probably have to close on. But if I have a superpower, it's probably that. Besides, I don't worry about anything. My power is that I can really figure out if a property is a good deal right away. And that's one of the biggest things that my students come to me with is like, how do I know if it's a deal or not? And I teach them to do it. And sometimes I will pull back if I feel like they know the answer and they're just going to come to me for confirmation. So I do that a lot for my students. I have some spots open if you're interested in coaching. Greg, those are two good superpowers. You are definitely have my second superpower. You can figure out what a deal is right away also. And you're good at risk management. But I think you worry a little bit too much, but that's fine. So if you're interested in joining my list of students who are making 6 figures on a regular basis, on doing great deals, on rehabbing, on wholesaling, hit me up below. You can call me. My phone number is below, or you can go to biggerflips.com, and then all the things I help you, all the things I help you with are there. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I am hoping that you can come to Bigger Flips and maybe look into possibly getting coached or buying my course or some other things that I have there, or the programs that I have. But again, you can call me or you can list a comment. I really, really appreciate all the people who have been watching, all the people who have been liking my videos, all the people who have been commenting on my videos, because the point of this channel is to help you. So if you have a question about anything, does not have to be about the video you're watching, just put the comment below, put the question in, and if it's something simple, I'll just reply with an answer. If it's something I've covered recently, I will send you a link to a video. that I've done on it. And if it's something I haven't covered in a while or I've never covered, I will do a brand new video. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it.